Good morning and welcome back to Kitchen Adventures with Naomi. Today I'm going to be making keto pigs in a blanket. When I had to cut out gluten and things like that, pigs in a blanket for some reason was one of the things that I've really been missing, and so I finally found a recipe that had all the ingredients. It seemed simple enough. The lady who owned it or who created it, Cathy from healthyambitions.co. She taste tested it with her teenage son. I don't have a teenage son to taste test it on, but that's okay. So here is a picture of all the ingredients that I'll be using today. Okay, so I'll be doubling the recipe, but I'll tell you the ingredients you're supposed to be using. So it's 7 ounces of mozzarella cheese, 3/4 cup of almond flour, and 1 ounce of cream cheese. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be melting the cream cheese together with the mozzarella cheese and the almond flour. So I want to make sure that the cheese is kind of incorporated with the almond flour, just to make it mix better, easier, all that kind of stuff. And I put it in this kind of pan because I didn't have a big enough microwavable bowl. So you make do with what you got. So I'm using this pan because, like I said, I doubled the recipe, so there was 14 ounces of cheese, 1.5 cups of flour, so it was a lot for me to do it. Okay, so now that I've kind of just got it stirred in, I'm going to pop it into the microwave for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to bring it back out, stir it again, pop it back in. Probably going to do that for 90. Okay, it's been 90 seconds, but it's still not as melted as I'd like or need it to be. So I'm going to put it in for another 30 seconds. And it's probably taking a little bit longer since there's a lot more stuff in here. So I'm just going to keep putting in for 30-second increments and stirring it in between each time, just to make sure that it's getting all incorporated in there and you're not just melting the top or the bottom of it or something like that. It's all getting melted properly. Okay, so I think I ended up doing it 60 seconds instead of 30 seconds, but if you look at it, that it's a nice ball of dough. It is a little warm, so do be careful. Okay, so then we mix in the egg and our garlic and our salt. Okay, so I've already measured these out to help save time, so just a second. Alright, so I've got the eggs and the garlic and the salt in here, and it says it's best to knead it with your hands, but be careful. Okay, I'm first gonna stir it, kind of get it started. Okay. Alright, so now, so it might be a little warm, so be careful, okay? Don't want you burning your hands. So it's best to knead the dough now. I've never made this, never made this, but I do miss having pigs in a blanket. It's a great game day meal, party, like holidays, finger food type of thing. For me, it's kind of a all of the above, as well as kind of one of those comfort food things. So but that's just me. Okay, so now I've got it kneaded in. And then you divide the dough into 4 balls. Just one. Kind of slippery. But it smells really good. It smells like mozzarella cheese, garlic. As part of waking up. Just kidding. I've been up for hours. Okay. Alright, so now we have it in 4 balls. Okay. And then one at a time, roll each piece of dough into a circle about the size of a personal pizza. I'm just going to take this and put it on the parchment paper that I already have out and kind of start smushing it out a little bit. And I'm going to, hold on. Alright, so I got you a little bit closer so you can see kind of what I'm doing better. I'm just kind of rolling it out. And our goal is, I don't know if, I mean, it's going to be like what you use, croissant, I use croissant roll. So that's our goal, is to make it like a croissant roll. So we're going to roll it out. Let me see how, a little bit thinner. We don't want it too thick. We want it to be the size of a personal pan pizza, but I don't know. My pizzas, when I make them, I might make them a little bit bigger than what Domino's or Pizza Hut makes. So we're just going to make sure we get it thin like a croissant. Check it. That looks about right. Okay. So then I'm going to get my pizza cutter. Alright. So I've got my pizza cutter. And I'm just going to peel this back. And then we're going to cut it into 8 triangles. Well, attempt to anyway. We'll see how well I can do this. Perfect. Okay. Then you take calls for half a cup of shredded cheese. I'm just going to kind of go like this. Sprinkle the cheese on here. And then take my little, so I got little beef smokies. Oh, lost half my dough. There we go. Honestly, I could probably cut this a little bit smaller, but so just like a regular pigs in a blanket. I'm gonna do. All right, so I've got my first batch all ready to go. We cook it for 12 to 15 minutes in 400-degree oven. So I'll check back in 15 minutes and see. All right, I just pulled these out of the oven. Can you hear them sizzle? They look good. So I'm gonna set these aside. Cool for just a second before I try them. And I'm gonna stick these ones in the oven. So I like to cook on parchment paper. Because it makes cleanup a whole lot easier. So it's a good tip. Okay, I also cook these for, I want to say 11.5 minutes. So my next batch I'm putting in for only 10 because it doesn't really seem like it needs 10 or 15 minutes or 12 to 15. Let's try them. It's hot. Oh my gosh. It's very hot. But you can't really tell the difference. So excited. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me on my adventures today. Tune in next time to see what other stuff we can get into. Bye guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share.